want to talk to you about woodcarvers' punches. Now, a punch is just a piece of metal that a woodcarver might use for various purposes. It might be to texture the surface, add marks to a surface. It might be to deepen a shadow or to clean up some sort of inaccessible area. They're really a part of the woodcarver's repertoire, very important. And I've got a little box here of all sorts of punches I've made over the years. These have come from other carvers, from things I've bought, but mainly these are punches that I've made. And I'm going to show you how to make them in the next lesson. What I would say when you're using a punch is that if the punch has a nice flat end like this, then by all means you can hit it into your piece of wood like so with a mallet. It won't hurt the mallet. If it's a pointy punch, like perhaps this one here, there's one that's got just a very tiny little point, then if you hit it with your mallet, it will certainly damage the wood. So for most punches that are really like this, you want to use a hammer. Anyway, there are lots of different punches, and as I said, most of them I've made for particular jobs. And really, for our purposes, and on this site, we've used probably about half a dozen. There's probably 6 of these punches, or different types of punch, that are really important. I'd like to have a look at them now. Here's the first punch. It's a ring punch, or a circular punch. Has a little depression in the top here, comes in different sizes, circular, and produces a circular impression. And we'll see this sort of punch on the site being used for the snail carving, when I use different sizes of punch to do different texturing to the surface. The second sort of punch we could look at is this one. This is a triangular punch. It's really just 3 planes coming together to form a single unit. And we use this in different sizes to clean up in between like leaves or where points meet. This is a 4-pointed one. It's actually got 4 faces. And we've seen this in the tree box project, where again I'm using the little triangular punch to clean up in between the leaves and deepen the shadows there. The next one we to look at, very useful one, are these. These are really just single points. So this is really just a sort of pin almost. It comes in different sizes. So this is another size, and this is a bigger flat topped point. It's not a nail, it's not actually sharp. And here's an even bigger one made from an old bolt. Now we'll see these in mouldings. These are used to deepen the eyes, the little dots, in something like the water leaf moulding. Deepens it, creates more shadow. Now you can have, besides a single point, you can have a multiple point like this. So this is 4 points together, made from again another old bolt. And here's a smaller version of it here. These are used again mainly for texturing in this case, to give the background some interest. And I used it in a carving of mine, a sort of arts and crafts sparrow and rose moulding, to give some sort of interest to the background. The next one I would look at would be a very specialised tool. This is an eye tool used for acanthus leaves. It's sort of like a lozenge shape. Different sizes. This one's been made, as you can see, from an old bolt. There's the thread still there. Different sizes. And you'll see those in acanthus leaves where 2 leaves overlap and form this sort of shape, and this will again deepen the shadow in those sort of places. And the last proper punch are these. This is really a multiple punch called a matting tool, or a frosting tool. It's like a little meat tenderizer, and it's used for texturing the surface. So this is a bought one. These have been made, and they come in different forms in order to get into different areas. But we have used this on the 501, the raised panel with the lettering, the number for the house sign in the background. And lastly, and probably quite important, is this one. This is my name stamp. This is my name here, and I stamp that on all my tools. So here's my carving tool with my name stamped in. You can buy these made, and I think it's a really great way to add your name to a tool. And of course, if you've got old tools, you'll have other names on there as well. Anyway, so that's a quick overview of the various punches.